Hello everybody and welcome to the Skyline 6 collaboration. My name is CityZilla and I am happy to be back for all you viewers who are returning. I super appreciate your support. Now, this is a collaboration that a few awesome creators have been working on pretty much all summer for the last couple months. And I just got to point out a few of these builds. So this one is done by Gigabyte and it is just absolutely amazing. I'm really thrown back by this build. It is so detailed and so awesome. I love these hedges with the flower beds. I love the placement of these plazas in here, very strategic, very nice. I love these buildings, and a lot of these he actually built with just a bunch of smaller buildings kind of put together. It really shows an attention to detail that you don't see a lot in Cities Skylines. I absolutely love this. You should definitely check out this episode in this series. I'm going to go ahead and link the first episode for the series, but feel free to scroll through. This whole city is just absolutely amazing. I would definitely recommend watching the whole series. So a lot of you may have just came from Raid Kitty's premiere where she showed this build, and I gotta say I absolutely love this one too. This is, as far as zoos go, I really love this attention to detail with the fences kind of meandering through here and the use of these decals. It really just kind of shows a sense of place, and I really like the addition of a lot of these different unique buildings in here, like this pyramid and stuff, and then the very strategic use of all of the animals in here. I think it's a really nice zoo. It's kind of funny. I look at this thing and I'm like, man, I don't even know if I've made a zoo that looks this good. I've done some pretty good zoos, but I really like this entrance a lot, and this whole roundabout too. I think it looks really cool. And so what we're going to be doing today, so what the creators normally do is they'll add in a little bit to the downtown, and then they'll focus on some other tourist focus kind of build. And so initially I was kind of playing around with this coast over here, and I was like, well, I could add in like a nice little tourist area, but I kept getting pulled over to this square, and I had spoke to the other creators, and because they said that everybody has contributed to the downtown at this point, that I could just go ahead and complete it. And since it was really something that I was being called to, I was like, you know what, this is just going to be a really fun build. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a little crazy. I saw this Eiffel Tower here, and I kept thinking about my time that I visited Paris and how there was just a really big kind of lawn in the front. Now, I don't think we're just going to do a lawn. We're actually going to go through, and I want to have walking paths and stuff, but I really want to add to the downtown. I don't want to take away. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in some skyscrapers. We're not going to get crazy though, because I really want to keep an overall look for this area where it's not just going to dominate. It's really just going to kind of add to a lot of these stadiums and the hotels and stuff. So what we're going to do is have this collector kind of meander through here. We're going to add in some trams. I really want to add in a train station in here as kind of a focal point. I know we have two stops right here and right here, so I don't know if the city would pay to add in a stop like this, but I just think that it's going to be a really good addition to this area since we're going to have offices in here. We're going to have tourist locations. We're really going to try to go all out, add in some commercial. We're going to be using walking, pedestrianized streets. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so let's go ahead and jump right in. So we're going to go ahead and pause because I think what we're going to do first, I really want to use this connection, and so sorry for anybody who created this. I am going to come back and reconnect this up just in a way to where I can utilize this road, because I feel like this is going to be a really important arterial for us. And so the objective is we're only going to have one big street, and the rest of the streets are going to be more pedestrian friendly, especially since this is already, looks like a pedestrian road coming off of this. So we will grab a we'll grab a 4-lane with some trees in the middle. We'll come up this way, and I want to curve it so that it becomes perpendicular with the other roads. So we'll probably go right there. And then let's go ahead and come off of these now, match them up. So we'll go, say like right there. Let's actually go sideways. And so now what we can do is we can delete this and have this kind of curve in, just look a little bit better. Yeah, go like that. And then that way what we can do is kind of use the symmetry of this road to match it up, just make it look a little bit better. So if we go like this and then have it come all the way around and match up right there, that looks perfect. And so now let's go ahead and connect this up, and I want to use these streets in here. So we'll go ahead and go like this, and then let's go ahead and create a couple connections. So we'll have this be our park. So we'll go like right there, and then we're going to go ahead and connect these up. I could make this one into an arterial as well. I'm kind of tempted to, because this is already a bigger road. It might be smart for us to maybe bridge that connection. So if we go like this, and then let's go ahead and delete these, come out now, connect up right there, and then connect these back up. What it's going to do is just provide that access for people and hopefully create a more walkable environment for everybody else. So now let's bring this back. We may need to actually draw on that train line first. So if we go like this all the way down, what I'm thinking is we will curve this one in just like that. And let's go ahead and connect this one up as well. And then I think we'll actually leave that empty. I really like the idea of that being a three-way junction. I think that would be good. So we'll go like this, and it does look like we're on a little bit of a slope. There's a part of me that wants to fix that. I don't think it's too bad though. It's just a little slope. I think that that would be okay to leave for now. And then let's come up here. We now need to figure out a location for this to kind of dump in. Connecting it right there would not be smart. So what we could do is actually just create a small little curve in here and connect it up like right there somewhere. Yeah, like right there. Let's see how that looks. So that actually doesn't look the greatest. So I'm thinking what we'll do is actually just bridge it up from this road. Yeah, if we go like that, perfect. And then that way we can actually just keep that a cul-de-sac. And we got a nice little connection in here. We got enough space in here to really do something fun, because I really want to try to build off this backside as well. I just haven't really decided on anything yet. So the first thing, let's go ahead and jump into our trains and see what we got going on. So I really like this elevated dual island platform station, especially since, I mean, it's a really nice size. Let's go ahead and check that out. So if we delete these and then go back to this, let's maybe go off of this connection right there. So it's really close to that station. I'm kind of wondering if maybe we should put it over just a little bit more. So if we grab this, let's delete this, delete that, and then replace that in. So if we go just like that, yeah, I don't know. You know, something's telling me that that's not the safest, that drop right there. I think that that would probably not be something that engineers would choose. At least I would hope not. So we are going to go over here. We're going to hit that page down button. We want to be on the smallest step. We want to just go down one step, go like that. And then we are going to curve it around now. And I think we're actually going to delete this section so that we can connect up straight to it. So if we go around now and let's go down 2 more steps. Yep. And then connect that up. That should create a nice swoop. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. And after a little bit of fixing, I was able to clean that up. So that actually looks pretty good. I mean, I wish it didn't have to bend out as much, but it does provide us a little bit of an opportunity to maybe do some shopping in there. And so I think what we're going to do, we're going to grab the level terrain tool and we are going to increase our brush size. We're going to right click right here and let's go ahead and we want the strength to be up too so that we can actually move some stuff. Let's go out and level out a bunch of this. I want to create a nice little district in here. And this will probably just be pedestrian, like a pedestrianized neighborhood. So we'll just do walking. We're not going to flatten it all the way out because I want to be able to put rocks and stuff on that backside to make it just look a little bit cleaner. So we can go in here, go like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I actually like that a lot. So let's go into our pedestrian roads. Let's come up here. Let's see if we can go. So we're going to go like this. We're going to come all the way over here and then we're going to connect that up. And then let's see if we can follow this the best we can. You see how it's like all over the place. So maybe we nix this curve. Yeah, maybe we do that. Nope, we're going back. We're going to unnix the curve. We're going to go like that. Yeah, there we go. And then I guess we're just going to turn this into a cul-de-sac, which isn't necessarily the worst. What we could do is maybe have another road come off here, but I really don't want to mess around too much with the surrounding areas. There's just so many good things about this build. I really don't want to try to ruin anything. And so now we have our train station, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and go into our lines just so that we don't forget. Come in here, let's hit play, let the trains kind of figure themselves out. The train station just magically moved over and got built instantaneously. This would be a huge feat for engineering. And so now that we have that, let's grab our line, drag it, go like that, and grab this one, drag it, yep. And so we're going to repause because you can already see we're having some water and electrical issues. I'm going to go ahead and lay down some water pipes real quick. Water pipes connected up. We still are getting that notification for electricity. We're not going to worry about it right now because we still need to place in some of our buildings. So when cycling through here, I really wanted to choose something that was going to be fun. And so they actually are playing with game anarchy. So I'm actually going to uncheck this because I don't really want to place anything that's already been placed before. I want to place something that's unique to this area, something that's fun. It's going to look good. So the Theater of Wonders is always one of my favorite buildings. That one is a fantastic looking building. But then let's scroll all the way down here and see what they got for skyscrapers. So they actually got a lot of room for skyscrapers. So I'd really like to get some alleyways in here, maybe some shopping centers, some plazas, something that's going to really kind of tie this together. So we got this big open lawn. So we're actually going to delete that. I completely forgot about it. We'll keep that like that. This is going to be an open lawn area. So we're not going to do any buildings. I want to do a pathway cutting across the middle. Let's maybe do some standard, I'm thinking wall-to-wall commercial for this little section. So we'll probably do a micro district. Let's grab this, go all the way around. And then we will go to our commercial specializations, go wall to wall. And then let's go ahead and fill this in. We could even do shopping districts. You know, we're gonna let this grow in like that, and then we will, we can always come back to it. Yeah, we're nothing set in stone. We can always come back. We gotta remind ourselves. So now that we got that, what we can do is come all the way back here. Let's go ahead and give me that other road guideline. Yeah, give me this. That's not the one I want. Go back. All right, so what we want to do is try to line that up with the middle. So I think that looks pretty good right there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's following along, and then we want to connect this up with kind of the middle. Yeah. Is it perfect? No, but we're gonna pretend like it is. Yeah, because otherwise I'm gonna sit there forever and try to figure that out. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna connect that up. I like that connection already, and then let's go into our trams now. And we are going to, I think this is a pedestrian road. It's a tram. So that's, yeah, that's a pedestrian road. So let's turn this into a large pedestrian tram road. Go like that. And then let's go into our tram road. I think we're gonna actually use just the standard tram road. And one of the cool things about it is this can still be utilized as a walkway. You just can't, you can't zone on it. So I wanna come in here, I'm gonna turn off snapping, because I want to be able to draw this in. And anybody who's watched me build before, you've seen me do this before already. So I want to come all the way back here. We're going to go like this. And then what we're going to do is actually turn. And I want to kind of be behind these buildings because I really want to provide access to this area. And I really want to provide access to that train station back there as well. This is going to be a really good transfer opportunity for people. So we'll go like this. We can now turn back on snapping. We really want to get that 90-degree angle if we can. Yeah, we'll go like this. Let's go ahead and bring it back. And then let's come all the way down now. Let's go ahead and curve it, go like this, and then maybe bring it back. Yeah, come right down our mall. That's actually really cool. I wasn't even initially thinking about that. So we'll go like this, come through here, go like this, and then let's go ahead and connect up right there. And then that way we can actually tie back into the greater tram network, I'm guessing. So if we come up here, we're gonna have to upgrade this road, which I don't think is the end of the world. So maybe we'll do this. We wanna do one with bike lane access. Yeah, 4-lane road, bicycles, tram access. I think that's a good option right there. So then that way what we can do is actually come down here. Why is it not going to allow me to do that? What's on this corner? There's something on this corner. Ooh, there's a metro stop right there. We're going to shift that back, and then that way we can hopefully upgrade this road. Yes, we can. Perfect. I don't think there's tram and bus lane access. Oh, yeah, there is. So 6-lane road with tram tracks, bus, and bicycle lanes. So we'll go like this, upgrade this all the way down. Voila. And I actually think that that looks pretty good because now we can kind of turn this around. Go like that. I hope I didn't delete something. I felt like something was there. You know what? I think that looks pretty good. We got tram access, we got bicycle lanes, we got bus lanes. This road is really just all encompassing. And now we have our tram line kind of come through here, turn, come down this road and provide a nice little loop for this area, which is fantastic. And I really like what this also does to the area. It kind of breaks it up, makes it into a more walkable kind of area. We can kind of envision maybe some plazas in here. Now what we're going to do, I want to place down a couple of these taller buildings. So if we go, yeah, because then we're going to go for like a really kind of urbanized look in here. It's actually going to look super cool. I'm excited for this. So if we place both of those, let's check those out. So we got a really tall building back there. You know what? I like the look of them. I think that they look pretty good, especially if we shift this over just a smidge. And then what I'm thinking, let's see if we can get just a small road. If we get a road like right back here. Yeah, if we go like that, how does that look? So that actually looks kind of interesting. I really want to get some of these like turns in here because you do tend to see stuff like that in really tight, like urbanized areas. So then what we want is a few more options. I'd really like to get this in there somewhere. Yeah, if we go like that, let's check that building out. Yeah, I like the look of this already. I think this is coming together. So maybe we'll do some residential right here, maybe some office space. And then let's do a couple plazas. So we'll jump into plazas and see about placing something good in here. So if we do like this, let's actually do one right there, one right there. We're going to do 4. I think that that's going to be a nice little look in there. Yeah, I like that already, especially since it's got the same statue. Maybe it was just one guy who was commissioned to do all 4. And then let's come in here. Really want to get this to look good. So if we go like that, how is that going to look? It kind of looks a little weird. It looks a little out of place. Like these buildings are really tall. Maybe, so we want to grab this and maybe put it in the back. will it fit right here? I don't think so. Nah, it's going to be a little too tight. So if we go, you know, it actually looks like it might fit right there. I think that this looks good. So I do want to make sure that these are the same height. Yeah, you know, it's a snug fit there, but I think that that is a cool look. So what I'm thinking, I want to try to get like a nice little shopping district in here. So if we place this like right there, and then what I'm going to do is actually shift this over just a bit. And then I want to get some fences around it. I want to do some shopping. I want to turn this into a big plaza, and then we'll have some residential on this other side. I'm just going to go ahead and paint all this in. Let's go ahead and pause though, because I think what we're going to do is mess with this district again. We're going to do a micro district, Cedar Park. It looks like it's going to be named. We're going to go like that. And let's go into residential and do self-sufficient. We want these to be kind of taller buildings. So we'll go like that. And then let's go ahead and do some IT back here, because we really want these to be tall. So we're going to go like that. And then let's create another micro district in here. Bring this all the way back. Go just like that. Fantastic. And then we will hit, where is it? It hits the first one, if I can find it. Voila. And then that way what we can do is go ahead and hit play. We're going to bump up that speed, and we're just going to let these kind of grow in real fast and see what we're working with. We're going to definitely move some stuff around. I want to get some pathways in here. I really want to make this look good. And so that's the goal. I think maybe even doing some wall-to-wall residential back here would be nice. Just create a nice, lively, visually pleasing looking neighborhood. Then we can do some pathways in here. We will grab this. Go ahead and bring this all the way back. Go just like that. Fantastic. And so it does look like we're starting to get some hits on a lack of a pedestrian area. I was kind of thinking about doing it as this entire area. I didn't really like fully think about the problems we were going to run into though. So we're just going to draw this all in. We're going to go all the way back, since we know we have that pedestrian road back there as well. And then we do know now that we need to place in our pedestrianized services, which is kind of a pain, but it's just something that you gotta, you know, cover your bases whenever you're dealing with pedestrian districts. So we want to come in here, go all the way to the beginning, and let's do a small service center. I don't think we're gonna really need a large one. Let's come in here, uncheck it. And so it would be good. I want to try to get this in an area where it's not going to really mess too much up. So if we go like that, yeah, I think it would be fun for us to do just a small little industrial kind of area right here. Maybe just put in a small warehouse. So if we place this right there, I think what we can do is move this over and maybe imagine this as being like a receiving facility. Yeah, I think that that would be really cool. So if we go just like that, fantastic. I actually really like that. And then we will probably just turn this off. So we'll do none. Yeah, I think that that's good. Let's actually just turn it off so we're not even paying for it. Yeah, I think that that's good. And then it also provides, I mean, a nice little area. So maybe this is where they would store goods. People are shipping to the area, and so they're just storing their goods in that area. And so we will grab a fence and have this go all the way around. Let's have this go like right there. We'll have it kind of curve around just like that. Perfect. Yeah, fantastic. I don't think we can go right there. We can't, so we're kind of limited, which that kind of sucks. Especially since this, isn't even really connected. So if we grab that, let's shift this over and then see if we can get this up there. Yeah, there we go. Finally, after much finagling, I finally got it. And so I want to just drop this down. I think that this would look a little bit better if we dropped it down. Yeah, I think that looks better. And then that way we can actually drop this down. Let's drop this down too, just the whole hill. Having that there just isn't ideal. Yeah, bring that up. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I actually like that a ton. And so now it's like a full little receiving facility. I think that looks super cool. We got our buildings coming in. Let's go ahead and unpause. Let this grow out just so that we can kind of see what we're working with. Okay, so I let it run for a little bit. We're actually looking pretty good now. I really like this look. I like that we got this shopping center in the middle. I want to do like a little walkway with some trees. And then I want to come over here now and work on this area. So I really want to have this kind of come up and connect up with the tram line, go like this, and then actually curve down towards the road and then connect up right here. And then we will have this come across, connect up over here. And so what I'm thinking for this area, I really want to get like a nice walking area. I think we're going to do some of those hedges like we saw on the other side. I really want to turn this into a really nice area. And so I also want to get some shopping on this side. I'm thinking we'll probably add some more of the wall-to-wall commercial just on this one side of the road. So we'll go like this. Let's go ahead and add it to this little section as well. Let's go right here. Perfect. Just because I really want it to be like a promenade, something that's going to look nice, really fit into this area, something not too big, especially kind of walking up to this little station. I think it's going to be a nice addition to the area. And so let's go ahead and do a small plaza in here. I think we're going to actually utilize one of the newer ones. I think the Railroad of Japan had some plazas. Yeah, they did right here. So if we go ahead and add in, I'm thinking we'll add in 2 of these. So if we go like this, let's copy that, put that right there. And let's see. Yeah, so that actually looks pretty good. And we'll probably add in a little pathway with some trees. We'll probably do this during the detailing time lapse. Yeah, we'll go like that, add in a couple little walking areas. I really want to kind of fill these in with some walking spaces. I don't want to just fill it all in with tall buildings. The goal for this is to create a nice pedestrianized area, but also have some good retail and some good office space for people. That's ideally what these would be. And then I want to utilize these as little areas too. So I think we'll do some residential right there. So I think for this back section, what we'll do is let's do the shopping malls assets. I think that would be really cool. So we'll go like this. Let's go ahead and hit Butler District and go all the way down to shopping malls. And let's come in here, paint this in. I think we're going to come back through and actually delete some of these because I do want to create a nice little walking area around that as well. We definitely got a lot of commercial in here. This would definitely be like a shopping area as well as a business district since we have all the tall buildings. And so now I want to place just a couple more unique buildings and then probably tie it all in together with a nice detailing time lapse. Really, I mean, man, I really like this building a lot. I wonder if we could, let's see if we can redo this. I think we can get a better angle on this line. And then that way what we can do is leave some space. We could actually do the pedestrianized one. Let's see how this works. And this is going to kind of mess us up a little bit, but I think overall it's going to be a much better option than what we got going. So we are going to grab a tram line. We're going to go like this, and then we are going to upgrade this next road just a little bit. We're going to go like that just so that they can get around, but then we can open up this space because I'd really like to get the Theater of Wonder in here because then we can go ahead and do a small road because I want to create a little promenade in there too. You know, that doesn't look the greatest. Maybe we'll delete that. Let's go back. Yeah, you know what? I think that looks fantastic. And we're going to get the zoning off this front side. So what I'm thinking, we'll come back in here and let's get rid of this zoning right there. And then let's actually shorten this up a bit. Go like this. Yeah, delete that. And then let's see if we can get a small road. It looks like we can. Yeah, if we go like this. Perfect. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab them all, level it down to the same height over here. And let's go ahead and clean this up, make that look a little bit better. And then I do want to remove zoning off of this back road. So we will grab this road, remove zoning. We don't want any zoning on that road. And there we go. So now we got a nice little road back there. We could probably even do some parking. Let's search up some parking. I know we got some new parking with the Railroad of Japan assets as well. So we'd want to do at least a little bit of parking. I'm not a huge fan of utilizing parking lots, but it is unfortunately something that you do have to kind of account for a little bit, especially whenever you're dealing with big areas like this. So let's maybe do 2 like that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. 2 little parking lots, and then let's come over here and maybe do a couple more. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn up that speed. It's going to be a nice park. I really think this is coming together nicely. This is going to be a nice little addition to the area, and we still need to do that underground road, so we'll probably have this come up over here and possibly even connect up over here. I think that would be cool. So if we come down here. All right, so this is actually coming together pretty nicely. I like our little shopping district over here. We're going to definitely accentuate that with some trees. We're going to come in here, do some rocks. And overall, I think that this is going to be a really fun build. I'm excited to show you guys my ideas for this whole park area. I think that this really adds to the overall downtown quite a bit. It doesn't make just a huge cluster of tall buildings, but it really kind of centers itself around this train station, especially since we got this large end of line over here too. So now there's some pretty good access. And then we do have the tram line kind of going through here as well. So this would be actually really awesome. This would be a nice little addition for the area. And I'm kind of tempted to even have something kind of meander up here a bit, or maybe even do like just a little park or something. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into a detailing time lapse, and then we'll kind of go over everything that I did. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll catch you guys on the other side. Okay, so after playing around with it for quite some time, I feel pretty good with where it's at. I really like this area, so I decided to do a little bit of a pattern. I did some hedges going around, I did these little pergolas in the middle, and then I did some of these purple trees kind of scattered around, did a couple more pergolas over here. I do need to go through and put in some benches. It looks like I forgot to do that. But overall, I think this is a really peaceful area, especially leading up to the Eiffel Tower. I think that this would be a really cool view right there. But then I kind of scattered around some palm trees. I did some rocks around here with some foliage. I ended up just replicating the plazas in here and then putting in some of these purple trees because I really like this open space a lot, especially in between these kind of taller buildings. I think it looks really cool. All around, just put in trees, kind of filled in some spaces, put in a couple little spaces wherever I could. So like over here, I did a plaza. But then I did some like food truck stops on either side just to create that little atmosphere. And this is something that I do like to see in cities where they have just like little pop-up areas for food trucks and stuff. I think it's a really nice touch. And overall, I think this is a really good addition to the downtown. I like that we didn't do too many tall buildings, but we definitely added to it. We didn't take away from anything. You know, I feel like if we had done too many tall buildings, we would have changed the focal point a little too much. But I think we really added a lot of value, like with this park in front of the Eiffel Tower, and then adding in this station over here. I think it really just kind of brings everything together now. And if you're interested in another awesome video, go ahead and click on the video on your screen. And thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.